Whoa, oh, oh, la da da da, oh, 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 la da da da, oh, oh, la da da da, making our Christmas memories. I've been working so much lately, I can barely find the time to sleep. Yeah, I spend my time running around, keeping people pleased. But this is my favorite holiday. It's a chance to start.
Hello everyone and welcome to this video. My name is Michaela and I know a lot of people are decorating their houses for Christmas this year, and I wanted to as well, but I don't do my house in a traditional sense as far as going all out and decorating the outside and the inside. And this year I am even not doing a tree. It's just a personal choice as far as this year. There's just a lot going on. And with two kids, I thought not doing a tree would be all right for this year. I am just going to be doing some decorations in my kitchen and in my living room. So if you need some decoration inspiration, keep on watching. And if you need some cleaning motivation as well, there's lots of that as well. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big old thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. And if you want to see more from this channel, go ahead and make sure that your notification bell is turned on. I know that a lot of people kind of forget that step and then miss out on the video. So if you don't want to miss out on any, make sure that's turned on. Now let's go ahead and get into this super late Christmas decoration.
And when we wake up in the morning, I'm gonna play those carols that you love. We'll be singing all the melodies until the sun comes up. These are the good times with you.
So I had this big old sign here that I'd used a table runner and some placemats next to for my fall decor. So I went ahead and took that down, and I'm going to be reusing that same give thanks sign, but I'm going to be putting these new placemats and new table runner behind it. This is something that we'll probably use next year as well. And this is just something that I figured out is really easy and simple for me to do in my dining room where there is a large wall. And so this table runner and placemats with this sign, I got them all for the fall, and I knew that I was going to be able to switch out from Hobby Lobby. I was going to be able to switch out the table runner and the placemats and make it winter and spring and Christmas and summer and whatever else. So this works really well for me as far as a simple decor goes. I just want something that I can switch out and reuse and not have to worry about throwing it away every year or doing something really elaborate every year. So now that that is up, I'm just going to be pinning it all down, leaving those pins out some just in case I need to move it around, and then pinning them all into the wall more later on, and then putting the placemats on as well. I'm just curious how much of your Christmas decor that you reuse every year and how much do you go out and buy new. I'm just honestly curious about this. No judgment from me, because this year obviously I'm buying some new stuff and I'm also reusing some stuff as well. I'm just curious to see what you guys do.
That's how it's supposed to be, making our Christmas memories.
Time to do the same thing to the other side if I can possibly make it match. And I know that a lot of you probably don't go all out in the same way as you see on a lot of YouTube channels, in the same way as I don't either. I know that a lot of you probably have simple Christmas decor, whether that is just a tree or just some lights. I know that all my lights from last year, I just left them up. They're all in my living room. I could have put more in the dining room, but with being pregnant, I just didn't feel like being up on anything, doing more lights this year, and the ones that I have up just work for me. I got all this stuff at Hobby Lobby for under $30, and that included a lot of really nice wrapping paper as well. Hobby Lobby has really good deals. I really do recommend it for this time of year.
I'm happy you're here, my winter wonderland. I'm walking around making small talk with people that pass me by. I share a laugh, it gives me joy that everyone's having a good time.
I feel like this was sort of like a game of jeopardy. Did any of you guess what this was before it was finished? This is actually what I did last year as well, as far as my letterboard. And I feel like it's just a really simple way to spread the message of Jesus and to keep it on our minds in our own home and not go too overboard with doing a ton of letters, because honestly, they're a little bit hard to find.
It's the time of year again. I'm happy you're here, my winter wonderland. No, it's the time of year, winter wonderland. My winter wonderland is the time of year.
I know some people go all out and decorate their kids' room and their guest room, and they change out their pillows and their blankets and all that, but for me, I'm just doing that little bit of signage in my kitchen dining room area, and then my stockings and a little bit more decoration in my living room. So I'm going to be picking up and cleaning off that entertainment center in preparation for that.
My winter wonderland. Oh, my winter wonderland. Oh, my winter wonderland.
It's cold outside, but the fire keeps us warm. We can spend the night underneath the mistletoe. And I've gotten you a present that I put on.
This is a glass and surface cleaner from the Dollar Tree. I really, really love it.
The first for you and me. The snow is falling down, and the storm is on its way. But as long as you're around, everything will be okay. 'Cause all I wanna do is spend this holiday with you. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you. I've longed for this moment to have you for myself.
You may notice that throughout this voiceover, I sound just a little bit out of breath and a little bit rushed, and I'm sorry for that. I am 34 weeks pregnant and doing all this work and then doing the voiceover and everything, just every little thing gets me out of breath, honestly. Just turning over in bed at night kind of gets me out of breath. So that is why if you hear that in my voice, that is what that's all about. Sorry about that, but it's just something that I'm dealing with as far as being so close to getting ready for baby. And don't be fooled, I may be wearing that cardigan, but that is mostly for modesty's sake. It was actually almost 80 degrees on this day, so as far as Christmas cool weather was going, it was not very cool. It was a very warm day, and as nice as that is for December, it was kind of making this a little bit harder.
In a cabin out of nowhere, just us and no one else. I've decorated everything to be perfect for this week. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. Cause all I wanna do is spend this holiday with you. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you. I've longed for this moment to have you for myself. In a cabin out of nowhere, just us and no one else. I've decorated everything to be perfect for this week. Tomorrow.
Underneath this entertainment center is this tiny little place that I cannot get anything else into, and of course it's really way too heavy for anybody to move. And so I'm just using one of my kids' toys and some paper towels and also that cleaner to get out from under there, and I was really glad I did. There was a lot of dirt, bugs, and apparently broken glass. I'm not really sure what that was from.
Can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the windows in the rain is pouring.
Part of the reason that I am not doing a tree this year is because obviously my kids cannot leave things alone, and that's fine, they're kittens. and I totally understand that, but I did have rubber corners on this glass entertainment center, and they have peeled them all off, and I cannot get that sticky off well. I haven't actually tried Goo Gone or anything like that, but as far as what I've been using, I have not been able to get that little sticky residue off. So if you see that on the corner, that's what that is, and that is part of the reason why I'm not doing a tree.
No, he wouldn't miss this in Christmas times. Oh, and the sun said it is just getting better on a blanket with the sky.
These lights here I have left over from last Christmas, actually probably more than that ago. I just kind of leave them up, and anytime we feel like it, we turn them on, but then it also creates a festive vibe whenever it actually is Christmas time.
It's falling. All the windows in the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the January. Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart.
Now that the more obvious Christmas stuff is done and the cleaning is done, I'm just going through my old Christmas stuff and pulling out our stockings and anything that I think I could use on the entertainment center or around the house for this year. All of my stuff is pretty old, and I probably need to get a new garland by now. It's kind of sad looking, but I'm just going with what I have for this year. And instead of stocking place mark or names or letters or anything like that, I'm just going to be using our first ornaments for each of us, since we don't have a tree this year, or I'm not putting mine up anyways. I'm just going to be using our first ornaments as our stocking name cards, so to speak.
Alright, let's go. Oh, what are these socks for?
It is Christmas in my heart.
Jingle bells ringing in my ear. Jingle bell, a sound that's oh so dear. Frosty the snowman is all around town. Watch out for reindeers are falling down. We stay up waiting for Santa.
Even though these garlands were incredibly sad, my daughter desperately wanted to use them, and so we tried. I really tried to make this look decent, but I really just don't think it's what the space needed. And so when it was all done, it looked just a little bit weird.
Lovely songs we all heard before as they walk from house.
The very last thing that I officially want to do is finish up this wraparound light section on this little inset in my ceiling. I just need my husband's help with that because I am not about to climb up on something and try and break my neck. After looking around at those lights, I realized that we could actually use this garland in a different way. And I told my daughter when she said, "Daddy is not gonna like that." I said, well, if Daddy comes in and sees this and he doesn't like it, he can always move it. He's a big boy.
Ho, ho, ho. We're feeling jolly, eating Christmas cake, and then we go skating on the frozen lake, saying hi to every friendly face, and later we warm up by the fireplace. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard before, as they walk from house to house.
As a finishing touch, I like to hang this little set of bells over my kitchen doorway. For us, it works as a sort of mistletoe. Thank you guys so much for watching. I genuinely appreciate it. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that if you were looking for some cleaning or Christmas decoration motivation, that you got that. And if you want some more from my channel, go ahead and click on this playlist so that you don't have to go searching around for it.